Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be covering something which is crucial when you need to know when you're growing your OnlyFans agency, and that is the OFM agency growth paradox. Okay, so we've got a nice flow chart to go through here, which should explain it nice and simple, and it will give you a clear framework and structure where you can actually review and you can look at what stage you're at within your agency and what you need to do next. So it's nice and simple for you guys, and we have this good cyclical structure here, which is a nice little framework for you to go by. Now, the OFM agency growth paradox. So as you're growing your OnlyFans agency, what's going to happen is you're going to start signing these OnlyFans models. Now, you need to bear something in mind. Within this business, of course, we get paid based on the value that we provide. So we need to make sure that we have maximum focus on the clients that we do have. So as you scale the number of models that you have, what you'll find is that your focus decreases, which means as a result of that, the results you're able to provide your OnlyFans models are also going to deteriorate as your focus deteriorates. So I see lots of people going out there signing lots and lots of OnlyFans models. It isn't a game in terms of how many OnlyFans models you can sign. It's a game in terms of signing high quality OnlyFans models, which is why if you haven't watched, I recommend go and watch my other video where we talk about the model recruitment system we have in place, which ensures that we sign these high quality OnlyFans models and what to look for. Because trust me, it's only one good OnlyFans models is all you need to really start changing your life immensely. From one OnlyFans model, we've had people making 25k a month. Okay. So your life can really change with just one good model, which is what you need to bear in mind. So it's not about signing lots of models because your focus is going to deteriorate and the quality of the OnlyFans models might not be good as well. So when we look at the OFM agency growth paradox, we have this problem, and it's an issue between how many models do we sign and how much focus do we retain. Because obviously the less models we sign, the lower the potential revenue is. So we have this flow chart to balance it, which should be nice and simple for you guys to follow. So it's the OFM Millions framework when it comes to looking at whether you should be taking on more models or whether you should focus on the models that you've already got. So it starts off by asking the question, is the agency focusing on one model? If it's a yes, then already you're achieving the maximum focus, but you need to bear in mind that you have low revenue potential as a result of it. If it's no, then we have maximum potential revenue, but we have less focus because your focus is divided. You've got lots of models you need to manage. You've got to try and scale all their accounts. So it's the argument, is it better to have one model who's making 50k a month or 5 models where you're making them the 100k a month in total? So when we look at this, we need to reassess these two key elements, which is focus and revenue balance. We need to look at whether we're balancing this correctly. And this is the framework we can use. So to identify whether we're balancing focus and revenue, we need to look at applying leverage on the account. So what happens when we apply leverage towards the account? So if we apply leverage on the account, and the account is continuing to grow, then yes, the revenue potential and focus is balanced. So in that case, we have the sweet spot achieved. However, if we do not, then we need to ask the question of whether is focus the limiting factor. If yes, then very simply, we need to drop models, because that means that you're not maximizing the amount of revenue that you're making from your models already. And if you start signing on lots of OnlyFans models and your focus deteriorates, then what's going to happen is you start getting bad quality, you start delivering a bad service to all of your clients. So you need to make sure it's better to have less models and to have a more streamlined, efficient agency, because overall you're going to be more profitable, you're going to have less headache, and you're going to be making more money, okay? So if focus is not the limiting factor, then you need to sign models. And that, of course, means that you're applying, and if you are, then you need to drop models, okay? Now, in terms of the issue when it comes to is focus a limiting factor, what you need to bear in mind is that if you're applying leverage on accounts without growth, so that means the accounts are plateauing, then that means that you need to sign on these more models. Okay, so it means that you haven't quite reached the sweet spot and that you're missing out on potential revenue because revenue potential and focus are not balanced because you have more your focus is maximized, but that revenue potential isn't maximized. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. So applying leverage on account, if you're applying leverage, so you're implementing more systems such as a Reddit system, you're applying more leverage when it comes to reels, so you're creating more reels, you're distributing it on more accounts, then that means that you're applying leverage and it's continuing to grow. But if you're applying leverage on the account, so you're implementing more reels, you're hiring more chatters in the account, you're implementing bots when it comes to FetLife, you're implementing bots when it comes to Reddit, and the account just isn't growing, then chances are you hit quite a cap for that account, and it's just going to take consistency to keep on growing it, which means that you have more focus to spare and you can sign more models. So this is a really good way of looking at it, and it's something that we use at my agency when we're asking on whether we actually go about signing more OnlyFans models or whether we're at that sweet spot where we're maximizing the revenue potential. Our focus is good for our clients, so our models, so we're not getting distracted and we're not actually, deteriorating the results from the models that we've already got. So this is a good paradox. You need to bear this in mind as you're scaling your OnlyFans agency. Now, I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you're looking for one-to-one mentorship within a mentorship program which you join, we have accountability. We have a dedicated customer success manager who ensures that you just implement each step of this checklist through and through. It's a really robust checklist, step by step, building the OnlyFans management agency, implementing the systems that we've developed from our own OnlyFans management agency for 4 years, implementing that, being held accountable to that, and having experts within chatting, experts within promotion, holding your hand and answering questions throughout the whole process, then please make sure to book in a call down below, because we really have an insanely good program, and we've got lots of students walking through it and they're seeing insane success when it comes to it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.